I am going to read you a story. It is called The Doll. I'm not going to read you that because that'll spoil the whole story. The Doll. This is an interactive story. As a single mother, you know how hard it is to look after a 13-year-old girl. Hard but still joyful. Her presence gives you all the strength you need. Her name is Lisa. She is a shy girl. She doesn't talk much. You got divorced 3 years ago because he cheated on you with his secretary. Lisa misses her father, but you don't allow her to see him. She adores her father, but you think he is an asshole. Lisa is a special kid. Her teacher once said that she is too intelligent for a girl her age, but you already knew it. Her reactions are unexpectedly mature. She is also hardworking. You expect perfection from her. Her teacher told you that you must take Lisa to a psychiatrist. You will do it soon. She is a lonely girl. Maybe because she doesn't talk much. You think that she needs friends, so you bought her a rag doll to ease her loneliness. You bought the rag doll from the local toy store. Not an expensive toy, nothing too fancy. Lisa might still like it. You know that expense doesn't make Lisa happier. The doll is a girl with big blue eyes and curly black hair. She has a wide grin that you can call friendly. Her dress is red, matching with her shoes. She also has eyebrows. The unnamed doll waits for her new owner in kid's bedroom? Lisa's bedroom. You haven't brought Lisa home from school yet. It's Friday, not a sunny day. The sky is covered with gray clouds. You are driving your car. Lisa sits on the next seat. The seat belts are worn tight. She looks from the window blankly without any expression on her face. You remember that the math exams results were going to be announced today. How are the exam? I'm going to say, how are the exam results? Lisa sighs and says, terrible. I am the 7th in the class. Not first like the previous exam. I know you will be mad at me. I didn't study enough. It's okay, darling. She looks at you with a slight surprise. You always scolded her whenever she wasn't the best. Now you say, it's okay, darling. She continues watching the cars passing by. You are driving your car. Lisa sits on the next seat. The seat belts are worn tight. She looks from the window blankly without any expression on her face. Were you able to make any friends today? No, she says with a determined voice. They're just idiots. For example, they see the other classes in the school as enemies, as if they were an enemy nation with a different religion. I mean, it is still silly to be enemies because of race or religion. These morons in my class hate each other just because they are different classes. I bought you a rag doll today. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, she says. There isn't any excitement in her voice. You finally arrive home. The doll is in your bedroom, Lisa, you tell her. She climbs up the stairs slowly. Apparently she isn't so excited about the doll. You follow her to her bedroom. She picks up the doll that's on her bed. I will think of a nice name, Lisa says, but I have got homework to do first. Play comes after study. Don't go hard on yourself. So you leave Lisa alone in her room. You have got a lot of work to do anyway. Not only will you cook, but you also need to work on a novel's cover illustration. As a finance artist, the deadline is close, so you work hard nowadays. You work all day. The only break you take is the dinner. You don't talk about anything during dinner with Lisa. It is 9 o'clock a.m. Bedtime for Lisa. 9 o'clock p.m. I don't know. It's 22 o'clock. Bedtime for Lisa. You visit Lisa before she sleeps. She is in her pink dotted pajamas. She is holding the doll in her arms. Mom, I am going to tell you something, but you won't believe. After a few seconds of silence, she speaks. The doll can speak. She told me your name is Anna. Go on. Lisa explains. Anna says that she was nothing but a piece of light, a light that's drifting in absolute blackness, a weeknight in the infinite darkness. That she found life in this doll. She was waiting in a toy store for a friend, lonely, and today she found me. She says that she loves me. I believe in you. Keep the doll. Lisa doesn't show her emotions usually, but this time you can see that she is surprised. Oh, thank you very much, Mom, she says. You kiss her goodnight and leave her with Anna the doll. Because of all the hard work, you begin to feel tired and you go to bed. It doesn't take long for you to fall asleep. A few hours later, you wake up to the sounds coming from the outside. You hear hysterical laughter coming from the garden. They belong to a girl, specifically Lisa's. You stand up and look outside the window. You see Lisa standing and laughing in the garden, under the pale moonlight. She is facing back. You can't see her face. You climb down nervously. You wear your shoes and walk to the garden. Lisa doesn't react to your presence. You approach Lisa and put your hand on her shoulder. She turns her face to you. It is not Lisa's face. It is not even a human face. The texture of the face is a gray rag. The eyes are quite long, quite big for a human. So is the wide smile. The voice changes. It doesn't belong to a girl now, but a demon. She stares at you and laughs. You wake up. It was just a nightmare. You're all sweaty with terror. The morning has already broken. You decide to check on Lisa. Lisa is sleeping peacefully, hugging Anna. Anna is carrying that wide smile that annoys you now. But hey, it is normal. It would be terrible if the doll's face was different than how you bought it. You go to the kitchen to prepare a weekend breakfast. You usually make omelet with sausage on Saturdays. You will repeat this habit today. You're in the kitchen. You take the sausage and eggs from the fridge. You need to slice the sausage, so you open the drawer to pick up the meat knife. Something is wrong. The knife isn't there. Search for the knife in the kitchen. You search the whole kitchen. No drawer is not looked into. You even looked into the fridge. No, the knife isn't there either. There is only one place you haven't looked inside. The garbage bin. You open the lid. You couldn't find the knife inside the garbage bin. You search the knife in everywhere possible, but it's in vain. So you decide to use another knife to prepare the breakfast. An omelet. After you have prepared the omelet, Lisa wakes up and joins you in the kitchen. You eat the breakfast with her. She doesn't look so happy. There is an uneasiness on her face. The meat knife is missing. Do you know where it is? It is strange, Mom. I have no idea where the knife went, Lisa answered. Did Anna speak again? She did not speak today, but she kept changing her facial expressions. Sometimes she looked so happy, sometimes not. She was frowning. There was anger in her face. I can't understand her. Lisa continues eating the breakfast. The breakfast is over. I need to study math, says Lisa, then climbs up to her room. You also need to work on the novel cover. You are both busy now. It is evening now. As you work on the cover, you hear screams from Lisa's room. You rush to her room. You find Lisa standing and breathing in panic. Her arms are full of stitches. She did it! Lisa screams, showing her heavy wounded arm as blood leaks down to the floor. She jumped and ran away. Lisa points to the open window. You look outside. You can't see any running dolls there. Maybe because she ran away. Or is it too dark outside where Lisa is lying? I won't allow you to harm you, Lisa. You crouch and hug Lisa. As she cries, I know how hard it is to believe me now. Thank you for believing me. But please, I want to stay alone. I know that she won't come back. So you let her stay alone in her room. After closing the windows and locking the door, you make sure that no doll can trespass. You get into your own bedroom next to Lisa's room, so you can hear her in case she needs you. It is 3 o'clock a.m. Now it is raining outside. Lightning strike and enlighten your dark bedroom. You haven't slept. You don't care about the fine freelance work you got. All these events make you too stressed to care about business. You see Lisa's subtle silhouette at the door. She walks in. Lisa turns on the light and approaches you. Mom, I need to confess something. The doll was not possessed or anything. I made it up. I really need to get psychiatric help. I feel a huge urge to murder you. Please help me. You hug her. You had done parenting failures before, but it is not too late to fix them and your mentally ill daughter. The end. There you go, guys. That was the story of the doll. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more videos.